Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir Beardian, and today we're going to see if we can kill ourselves some Xeno. Before we do though, I was just going over the our ship designs, and I noticed a little something. Namely that the Lightning Dragon is actually using outdated engines. It's using our standard internal fusion combat drives, not our Mark II internal fusion combat drives. So I got confused because they appeared identical. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to swap them around. I believe the only difference is fuel. So we're going to go from 14 to 17.5, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. 17.5 up from 14, that's like 3 billion kilometers. So pretty good upgrade, especially for costing absolutely zero extra. So that's nice. Alright, yes, I'm just going over real quick to just double check that we've got everything correct for our dragons so far. We're doing the power plant at the moment. We're waiting for that to finish so we can add those in. And that's going to be like in the next production cycle. Not quite. 9th of May, March, April, May. Yeah, that's going to be quite a while. But, I wonder if I can... No, it's fine. It's fine. We're not in a super duper rush to get there. We don't even have the Gallicite to build it anyway. So, we're not in a rush. It's fine. Okay. What we are doing at the moment is we are, of course, trying to get some bearings and some readings on our little hostile friends in Fremantle so that we can welcome them with open arms and missile hugs. Because, they were so gracious with their own missile hugs on our Voyager, it's only fair that we return the favor, is it not? I mean, you gotta be a friendly neighbor. You gotta be a friendly neighbor. Be just rude. So, we're moving in. We're quite some distance away. It's, what are we? 3.5 billion kilometers from System Center. So, we got a bit of a trek to go. Let's get the log open so we can see what's going on. We'll definitely have to do something about getting our average fleet speed up, because right now, who's actually slowing us down? It's probably going to be... it's probably going to be the Kamal, actually. The Bal. I'm pretty sure it's the Bal that's going to be slow. Possibly Anina as well. The two Kamals... The Wyverns definitely have the speed, because they're gunships. But the two Kamal Heavies and the Collier, they will most likely be what's actually slowing us down at the moment. So, yeah, but... Oh well, it's not a big deal. We have so much firepower at the moment that... Like, it's... there's really very little chance that anything's going to be able to actually get close to us. Speaking of getting close to us, we got two Amazons. Contact. Heading 270, so they're closing. Are they closing? I'm pretty sure they're closing. Yeah, they're closing. They are just out of range of our Green Ants. Range 239.6 million kilometers. Let's get some speed readings. Cross-section 154, 7,700 tons. Heading is 212, 8,300 kilometers a second. So they are faster than our fleet speed, but that is perfectly fine. Oh, heading 32, they're running. They are running. Are they firing missiles? I don't know if they're firing missiles. Do we want to send somebody after them? We could send the Wyverns after them. We don't have any missile ships. We've got Huntsman, but I don't want to send the Huntsman out alone. Kamala Heavy's not going to catch up. We don't have any AMMs, so we're just gonna close in and we're gonna wait to see if anybody launches missiles at us. Now, let's just go have a quick look at... Hang on, do we have the Wyverns or do we have the... I'm pretty sure we brought the Wyverns, didn't we? Yeah, we brought the Wyverns. What's the speed on those Wyverns? Double check that. 9,000? Yeah. Alright, we got the speed on that. I don't believe that they are sending anything after us right now. So, Group Alpha. The Archeron active Amazon. Deploy. Higher level, we're going to set to Hunter Group Alpha. Save. And we are going to follow at top speed 143. Initiative set. Command the trigger. I probably pronounced that wrong again, but still, I find the name funny. Very appropriate for leading a gunship squadron. Contact lost. Alright, come back. Never mind that. Come back. Rejoin. We'll find them again. We will catch them. Not sure where they went, but they're around here somewhere. Really would love to have a carrier for this right now. Unfortunately, they're pretty much all busy. We could have brought a carrier. We could have. Rillanon and New Sorpigal were ready and viable, but yeah, we really could have brought a carrier. But, oh well. Now we have to deal without it. Not too much of a fan of the slow speed that we're running at either. But at least we didn't waste missiles. And while, yes, they know where we are, we also know whereabouts they're probably going to be. So, it's fine. We're running at 1-day subpulses. Nobody's going to get to us within a... I don't think anybody's going to get to us within a day. I don't expect anybody to get to us within a day. Within an hour. Shoot. If we run into those guys again, Amazon class, I am going to deploy the sensor wyvern as well, because that way we'll be able to keep them in sensor lock. Here we go. Chatham and Vanguard. Okay, these guys are bigger. We spotted them much further out. 15,000 tons. A little bit different. The 50 tons are different. They are slower though, so we will be able to catch them. Yeah, these guys are not getting away. Then again, they're not running either. And I believe, according to the notification, according to the log, they are also firing missiles. So we're going to see what kind of missile waves we're going to be dealing with. Hopefully, they are enough for our two cacti to deal with. Although, now that I think about it, cacti are old. They might not be. They might not be. Like, these things have such a long reload time that it's not worth you trying to even use them as AMMs. I mean, though we do have 98 Hornets. Come on, heavies just have... yeah. Okay. It's fun. Yeah, sending two cacti alone to defend the fleet was probably a bad idea. Oh, we got 2 minutes back. Actually, yeah, keep running it at 2 minutes. We do have a relatively strong Res 1 sensor. We got 4.5 million kilometer detection range on missiles, which is pretty much impossible to cross in 5 seconds, but I don't want to cross it. I don't want it to be able to cross the entire thing in like minutes. Once we get through the missiles, we will be deploying our gunships. Assuming, of course, that they don't end up within range of our green ants and skinks. And yeah, I think we definitely need to get some cruise missiles. Ones that can get out to like 300, 400 million kilometers. Maybe even try and get some ranges up in the 500 million or so. Because we can probably do that, to be honest. We have some pretty hard-hitting missiles, and if we're building up if we're going to be starting to rebuild our missile tech to catch up to everything else, we should be able to get our missiles a little bit more compact for the same effectiveness, and that will let us pack more fuel and also make smaller missiles which can fit into payloads as secondary missiles for multi-stage missiles. So yeah, nice little cruise missile would be really nice, I think. Alright, Vanguard's closing. Chatham is retreating. What is the Vanguard doing? Is it coming towards us, or is it running but... hang on. Where are they going? Yeah, Chatham's moving away, Vanguard is moving towards us. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully combined with our point defenses and our armor, we can withstand any missiles they throw at us. Because I am a little bit concerned that the missiles might be on the high side. Okay, Chatham is in range of fire controls. Not in range of missiles, though. You know what, let's run 5 minutes. Ooh, hey, we got 2 Dukes of York. So they're different from the last 7,700 ton alien ship. That's interesting. Keep on going 5 minutes. They're probably going to be about the same speed, though. Oh, hey, they're not. Interesting. Gonna have ourselves a nice little fight, I think. Alright, they're closing. They're almost within missile range. Almost. That might actually be enough, because by the time they get within range, they'll be good. So, Huntsman. Do we want to smash the Dukes of York, or do we want to smash the bigger one? Okay, let's smash the Vanguard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skinks. No, we can't do skinks. We need to do green ants. Who's got green ants on board? I only have 12 green ants on board. You know what? Let's just blow them. Okay. Clear. 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 Assign, assign. 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 We've got a bunch of green ants. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of green ants. But we don't have weapons lock, because we only have 206 million kilometer range, which is that one. So we're actually not that far off from getting locked. Put that over there. Alright, we should be able to get weapons lock now. There we go. Okay. Assign. 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 Open fire. ECM strength of 40. Right. And we have no ECM. Okay. But we do have ECCM on the Black Widows and the Huntsman. And this is why ECM is so useful. So with the ECM2, they have ECM of 4, we have ECCM of 2, which means we only lose 20% of our range. That's like there. So we should actually be able to fire ceasefire, clear target. We should actually be able to fire from the Huntsman and Black Widow if we wanted to launch Skinks, but we don't really have the range for Skinks just yet. So let's hold out a little bit longer then. But this is where having the appropriate long-range missile and the appropriate long-range fire control combined with correct E-War, this is where it really checks out. How short are we? 123 million kilometer max range. Okay. So we just gotta wait until the 123 million kilometers, which is actually like here. Bloody hell. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be firing skinks before they even get within range of the Kamal Heavy. Shouldn't have even brought it. If it doesn't, I mean, it's I suppose it's good enough for a last line of defense kind of deal, but really shouldn't even brought the Kamal Heavy. Hostile missile contact. 7 targets, size 5. What speed? 15,000. Oh, we can handle that. That's within our point defense envelope. Yeah, we got this. This is easy peasy. Pretty fast fire rate, though. What's the fire rate on that? Like 10 seconds? 25 seconds? Yeah, it's like 25 seconds for a size 5 launcher. Can we do better than that? Well, it's actually better than we've got. We might actually get some good tech out of this. Awesome. It'd be amazing if we had some anti-missile missiles. And if we had brought the right ships. It would be great if we had long-range fire controls too for our point defenses, but oh well. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Might not even need anything more than our railguns, for that matter. 1.34. Why is it? What's not firing? No, it is firing. What are you doing? Point blank fire, yeah. Point blank fire, yeah. Let's see if it throws the error again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Why 5? 5. Blockade is firing. We've got 5 that are throwing errors. But why? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna have to suffer through. It's not game breaking, it doesn't screw us, so it's fine. No current record for point blank fire. Okay, so it's not you. Must be the bulwark. Let's try opening fire on you. You got the correct turrets on there. Okay. Point blank 10, yeah. Okay, what about you guys? Let's try turning point blank off on you. See if we still get the errors. We do. Okay, so it's not you guys. What about you? Just while we're relatively safe. I don't want this to be them trying to fire and then failing to fire. Because if we run into a bigger salvo and they're failing to fire, we're going to be in for a really bad day. Okay, so it wasn't you. Assign. Final fire. Open fire. Okay. Good. I'm gonna wait a little bit to make sure that it's able to actually fire once we switch the other one. Okay. Now, blockade. Assign. Point blank. Open fire. No. It's got to be something about the missile then. Let's have a look at the logs. Now, I don't have too much of a problem with showing you guys how I do troubleshooting because Aurora's buggy. Like, there's no real two ways around it. Aurora's buggy. Program error, pump like fire, error 3021, generating the AO field. Okay, so that's the error. But where is... But why is it throwing the error? Hang on, what's the range on the cactus? Yeah, we've got plenty of range. Triple Gauss R85. Oh, cactus. That could be it, maybe. Like, it shouldn't be throwing errors. It wasn't throwing errors when the cactus was still new. When we were still using it as a primary. So... It's got... okay, if it's not the guns, it's either going to be the range, which doesn't really make sense, or it's going to be the missiles. It's got to be something weird going on with the missiles. Not that one. Still not giving you guys the various passwords, though. You'll have to ask Steve for that. Okay. We know they're precursors, so that's not really spoiling anything either. That they're firing missiles at us, maybe. But, yeah. Yeah, just... There's nothing really telling us where exactly it's failing. Oh well. 3021. Might look it up on the forums to see if anybody knows about it at a later date, but I'm not going to go trawling through the forums while I'm in the middle of recording an episode, so we're just going to have to suffer through the errors. Hopefully, when the new wave comes in, those ones are not a problem. Well, yeah, Aurora is buggy. It really is. It was written over like a decade, almost 2 decades ago, and it was written in VB6. It's like, yeah, it's buggy. But one of the great things about Aurora is that, like, yeah, it's buggy, but at the same time, it doesn't care. Like, it's throwing errors at us saying, hey, I'm having issues. But okay, I'll just go and keep playing. That's one of the many things actually that are really awesome about Aurora. Like, there are so many games out there that they'll get an error and they'll freak out and crash, and then you have to reload the entire game. Aurora's like, hey, by the way, I just had an aneurysm. Let's keep on going. Like, doesn't give a crap. Just keep on going. And that really is one of the great things. And along the same lines, the fact that Aurora will pretty much always finish a turn. It might take you a day, real time, but it'll always finish a turn. I've only ever seen the game crash out completely, maybe a small few handful of times. A few handful of times is stupid saying. Rarely. I've only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times tops. Over all these years, I've only ever seen it actually fully crash out, like, a couple times. And I still don't know why it did it. It did it once, and I kept going, and it just didn't care and pretended nothing ever happened. But yeah, it crashed at once. Come to think of it, I think one of them was actually during this particular series. So yeah, but yeah, it doesn't care. As long as you give it the time, it'll get things done. It'll get the job done. And there are very, very few errors that will actually get stuck in the loop either. Like, a lot of errors, the game will just, like, eat and keep going. Doesn't care. Very few will get it stuck in the loop, and then you have to crash out the entire game, and then they break and corrupt the database. But, yeah. And just rambling while they're launching missiles at us, so hurry it up, guys. Haven't got all night. probably fire some skinks now. The Dukes of York have just turned around. So they're not going to do us any good. And we've just got our turns back. So I'm pretty confident that the Duke of York are missile boats. There's 2 of them here, aren't there? Oh, there's a Hood. Hood and Vanguard. Oh, they're running British ships, aren't they? Well, let's see if we can get this Hood to match the real-life Hood and make it go. Thankfully, the Dukes of York, the Duke of Yorks are slower than our ships. So, so we got 2 ships coming at us, coming straight at us. I don't believe that they have any missiles left. We got skinks that are ready to go at a moment's notice. So here's what we're going to do. The ships that are probably gunships, because they wouldn't be chasing after us if they were. Huntsman, Black Widow. I want you guys to lock onto the Hood and the... Oh, Hood's tiny. Okay, well... lock onto the Vanguard. I really don't think I need more than 30. I probably don't even need more than 20. 20 should be enough to cripple it. It doesn't have shields or anything. Not that we can see, at least. 15,000 tons. We're firing like... No, let's be safe. Go for 30. Fire! There they go. Missiles away. One of the skinks, I think, was still reloading at the time, so... Was it? Nope, just one of them did not get... Launcher 11 did not get allocated properly. There we go, okay. Clear fleet. Alright, skinks away. Eh, 29 is good enough. Oh, hey, there's the Amazons. I think we got their whole fleet here. Hey, they're coming back. Not sure why they're coming back, but they're coming back. As soon as we get through this next wave of missiles from the Dukes of York, we are going to deploy our frigates, and we're going to go chase down some enemy ships. Like the Hood, the Dukes of York, and the Amazon, and the Chatham. And basically every single one of these bastards. might have to deploy the frigate soon, though. I don't like how close they're getting. I mean, they're still like 100 million kilometers out, but we can handle the hood. Alright, here they are. 2 sets of 3. It's nothing. Alright, come on guys, chunk on through. Let's see if we start getting PD errors on these ones as well. I'm surprised how slow these missiles are for precursors, though. Like, I haven't really seen any for a while, because I haven't really played Aurora too much since the last tutorial, and then before that, it was like almost years before that. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's just kind of really surprising how slow the precursor missiles are. Like, I'm pretty sure that the NPR that we just fought had faster missiles, right? It's just I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, no, something's going on with the point blank fire. Fire and destroyed. Now hang on, there are 6 missiles here at the moment. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't get it. Right, we do have 2 weapons firing. Hang on. Cactus. How many shots is in one of these triple gas turrets? Like 12? 16? 16. No. 16 minus 3 is 13. I'm only getting 11. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's got something to do with the missiles interacting with that point, with that PD fire. Obviously. Like, what else could it be? I mean, it's clearly flat out says error in PD fire. But, I don't know. We didn't have this problem with non-precursors. Hopefully, we won't have this problem with precursors. With future non-precursors. God, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, at least the PD's working. Now, the reason why you're not seeing combat reports here very often is because one of the interesting things about Aurora is that if you press one of the increment time buttons while it's still processing a turn, it'll process the turn and then immediately jump into processing the second turn, and then it'll process both of them pretty much at the same time. So you won't get the actual notification of the turn that you're processing, but you'll get notification for the next turn that you would have had. So it's a little bit weird like that, but that does actually explain why you will, if you're not careful and you click a turn button, you won't get notification that you're expecting. What I'd love to know is what these missiles are after. You know what? Jeez, that's a lot of them. Oh, we got the guns. Let's do 30 seconds. I think that's right. We're also detecting thermal contacts, and yeah, so there's still more incoming missiles. Those guys really had deep. It's like this is not effective. This is not effective. Precursors. It's not an effective missile salvo. It's effective against things that are completely unarmed, undefended, like things that are like can't fight. It's not effective. Make smaller launchers. Make bigger salvos. Do something more effective. This is not effective. This is annoying. It's like the first 2 or 3 salvos I have proven that I have complete and utter dominance over your missile salvos. Every single salvo beyond the first 2 or 3 that I've completely shot down is useless. It just annoys me. And, by proxy, you. Because you have to sit here and listen to me complain about the annoyance that is this crap, instead of watching my missiles put giant holes in their crap. You know? So everybody gets annoyed, and and nobody gets anywhere. And these errors are so freaking annoying. At least we're not detecting new missiles entirely. Just new thermal contacts. You know what? I'm going to do something risky, but we are going for a 30-second subpulse. Do we have enough for that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we got enough for that. 30-second tick, 30-second subpulse. Let's go. That did not work. Because it's maximum subpulse length, not minimum. Okay. Auto increment. Okay, takes us about 2 ticks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 ticks. Let's go for 30. And go. How are we doing? We through? Okay, I think we're through. Unless they've disappeared because I've zoomed out. No, we're through. Awesome. Okay. So that was nice. I still didn't actually do anything. So, skinks, do your thing. You're not firing AMMs, are you? Oh, I think you might be. Interesting. That's like really short range for AMMs. What is that? 2 million? Usually they fire AMMs much earlier. If we're lucky, the detection radius could potentially even snap both of them. If 2 salvos are enough. Yeah, there go the AMMs. Okay, so they do have anti-missile missiles. Interesting. They're reasonably effective too. Very interesting. One salvo left. Yeah, that's not going to make it. And shut down. Still, with that kind of range, like, I suppose, yeah, okay. You have earned an honorable death. We have ECCM. Not that it really matters because they're well within range. Yes, good. Open fire. These guys should be easy enough to knock out with gunships, so. Speaking of which. Let's go for Duke of York. Actually, head for the hood. Just in case the missiles don't redivert and blow it out of the sky. Set. And then we are also going to have our Wyvern. For 2. Distance will be 1 million kilometers, and offset will be 100 degrees behind. This way it'll stay behind the target hood, or at least 1 million kilometers away from the damn target. Okay, so you guys are heading for the hood. Yes, higher level command is Hunt Group Alpha, save. Good. Go. Missiles away. That's a lot of skinks. And why? One of them didn't get assigned properly again. Will you just fix your shit, please? Thank you. We've got a thermal signature for the Vanguard. We're going to have a very, very big thermal signature for the Vanguard in a moment. Getting through the AMM spam might be a little bit interesting though. But we have anti-missile detection of 4 million kilometers, so even our gun group will be able to see the anti-missiles. So hopefully that'll be enough for them to actually be able to shoot them down. I mean, they're going to be super duper fast probably, and they're probably going to be super inaccurate. But they have advanced railguns, and they have 3 of them. So that's 15 shots each. That's 15, 30, 45 shots for the group. Plus like 3 more if we use a laser. I don't think we'll use a laser for point defense. That seems wasteful. That is wasteful. Hopefully this uses up the anti-missiles, and hopefully this knocks out their anti-missile capability. In hindsight, firing at the hood might have been a better idea, because the Vanguard has a much hotter thermal signature and skinks are thermally guided. So it will be much more likely for them to hit the hood and then redirect to the Vanguard than to hit the Vanguard and then redirect to the hood. So like 1280, they definitely would be able to see that from where the hood would have been something like that. Five-second ticks. Yeah, they're definitely firing. They do seem to be firing from a much longer distance, though. Like 11 million kilometers now. Maybe they didn't have their active sensor on last time. And they got in undercover. And then when they got spotted on thermals, they turned on their active sensor. And now they can actually see them from a longer distance away. But, I mean, they got to run out of AMMs eventually. Or at least they've got to stop shooting AMMs eventually. There's only so many targets that are actually there for them to fire anti-missiles at. You know? Just go. We're not trying for 30 seconds, right? Yeah, Hood signature is 640. Yeah, so Hood's almost half the signature of the Vanguard. So it would have been significantly better for us to target the Hood rather than target the Vanguard. Yeah, there they go. Finally, some interceptions. We're losing a lot of skanks. They have some pretty damn effective AMMs for only having 14,000 kilometer anti-ship missiles. I don't think any of the skinks are going to be able to get in. Yeah, we're going to have to switch to 2 stagers. Again, they might be out of AMMs now. But yeah, we're going to have to switch to 2-stage missiles with a super fast terminal stage. Because like having the range and the speed to make it be effective against anti-missiles is starting to become a little bit on the difficult side. At least we have a whole bunch of salvos for that point defense to deal with. Are they still... Yeah, I think they might still be firing more anti-missiles. They're very close, though. If they're firing, I would have expected to see them by now. Unless they're firing them at something else. But why would they be firing them at something else if they've got skinks bearing down on them right now? Makes no sense. Unless the AMMs are not very effective, but they were shooting down way too many further out. And AMMs don't become less effective as you get closer. You know? So there's definitely something weird going on. But we're about to smack the Vanguard. Bang! Oof! That's dead. 2 shot down a point defense, armor strength of at least 4. damage, and secondary power. You guys want to see what happened? Let's go see what happened. Actually, I might do this, and then we'll backtrack, and I'll show you what happened in the next episode, because we are very much out of time. But we do not have any additional missiles. So it took all of our remaining missiles to knock out the Vanguard. All that's left is the hood. And it looks like the hood is very much in full retreat mode, with our hunter group now heading after it at top speed. So, I'm going to put a break in the episode here. We are doing okay. We're doing okay. We got one kill, one target down. So yeah, next episode we are going. I'm gonna switch to designer mode, and I'm gonna show you, because I like it's one thing to know. It's one thing to see the hits, but I also am still trying to put at least as much education as I possibly can into these episodes. So while I want to keep it entertaining, I also want to show you more about combat, how it works, and potentially even talk about the mechanics if we notice anything interesting. But I also want to show off, exactly how that particular ship died, So, yeah. So, thank you for watching. Next episode, we're going to go through the logs for the destruction of the Vanguard, and then we're going to go hunt down a hood. So, thank you, and I will see you then.